things in by 43%.
Oh my goodness, it's a tick! That's so bad!
You scared me!
I'm sorry! That scared me. I got flush it down the toilet. I'm gonna cry! That scared the crap out of me. No, that scared me. I was so terrified of that. It was like on the hairline. Oh, jeez. I just feel like they're crawling in. No.
It's just a tick.
I know, it just scared me. Okay. I felt something in it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, go get rid of it.
Oh, jeez. Is there a tick?
I'm positive I feel one, but I don't think I can get... Now I probably pulled it up with my pants.
Okay, on Wednesday, it was my second day training at work, and I got done at 12:30. Susanna picked me up, my sister, or our sister, sorry. She wanted to get a shelf from our cabinet from Brandon, and she also had an eye doctor appointment. So we were on our way to Brandon. All that goes well. We get to location. This apartment building was ginormous. It was huge. Not like tall, but like it took a big span of space in the city. So we get there, we park where she told us to park, and she comes outside, we go outside, and the first thing she says is, "You can't park there." And then she's like, "Oh, now you have to park here in front of the door," so technically it's blocking traffic. The sign did not say that we were going to get towed if it was like, because it was like reserved parking, but it didn't say anything about being towed.
Okay, yeah. And you're there for like a couple of minutes.
Well, just you wait.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so we park where she told us to park. We have Chloe, which she's a month. Susanna's a month postpartum. We go with her. She starts walking. We walk with her. We're kind of chatting. She's like, "Oh yeah, we would have gotten you to park at a different spot, but there's construction there, so now we have to walk to the apartment." So we go up to the 5th floor. Elevator. So no stairs. Okay. Thank goodness. We were walking to the apartment, and that's when she mentions that there's construction. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a far walk." And I'm like, I said it's gonna be, as in when we have the shelf. I thought we were gonna be carrying this cabinet.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And she's like, "Oh, do you need a break?" That's the first thing. Like, she's like, and it was like snappy, like, "Oh, do you need a break?" I'm like, "No, I meant if we're carrying this cabinet." And she's like, "Oh, we have a trolley." And I'm like, "Okay," but I didn't need a break from walking. It was a good, like, I would say it took like 10 minutes to get there, or like 8 minutes, whatever. But it was it's quite a few steps. We get to the apartment, and she wants Susanna to let her have the baby in the living room, which she seemed like a nice lady, right? Like, you'd think that everyone's nice, but they're not always nice. On the way, which I'm going to backtrack now, on the way to the apartment, she was talking about the fact that she's getting custom built in shelves in this one room where this cabinet is, and so her living room's a whole entire mess, and her room's a mess, and everything's a mess. There's stuff everywhere. And so getting to the apartment, we go in, and then to the right is the living room and the kitchen. There was literally a path this big. You had to like shimmy through her stuff. But anyway, we were not going to let her have the baby. We couldn't even see her having the baby. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I was holding the baby. Susanna went to the left of it, and there was the closet that the cabinet was in. And she looked at the cabinet. She still wanted it. Her partner was there. I don't know if it was her husband or not. So I gave her the baby. Me and this guy shimmy it out. But anyway, like, when we got it out on the trolley, everything, Susanna's like, "Oh, would you take 80 for it?" Because she was asking 100. And then the lady, again, super sharply, was like, "Oh, this was super popular, and if you don't want it, I'm just going to put it back." And Susanna's like,
"Gulp,
okay." Like, what else are you expecting from a Facebook Marketplace interaction? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole time, like, she was saying things like nicely, but like in a weird way. When I was helping the guy with the shelf, I keep saying shelf or cabinet. It's just like, it's a cabinet.
Okay.
She had mentioned, because Chloe was sleeping in her car seat. You know how babies in their car seat, they have like their head to the side. It's just normal. Like, it doesn't hurt them. like they are floppy.
Yeah.
Like
They're flexible.
yeah, they're flexible. And she was sleeping like that, and the lady's like, oh, I don't know how they are comfortable sleeping like that. And it sounds like what am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
You know? And just like there's other things that she said, and I'm like, you are just not being very nice at all. And this whole time she's like pretending to be nice, but she was like really mean.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're shimmying the shelf cabinet out of the room, and it was kind of a tight space. Like you don't have a lot of space. And then she's like, I think his name was Stan. So she kept saying, Stan, here's the strap to close the doors. And we're like, as we're shimmying it out, and like she kept saying, Stan, here's the strap. Like, you need the strap. It's like, no, just have some patience and let us get this out of here. And then when we were putting it on the trolley thing, it's like as big as your coffee table. So it's like,
okay.
And then it had railings on the side. Yeah. So the doors were being held closed by the railing, and I knew that it would, because that's just like, I knew I'm not dumb. Like, you can kind of eyeball it, right? And I'm like, the doors are going to be fine without the strap. And then Stan's like, yeah, the doors are going to be fine without the strap. But clearly she's the type of woman that would like just be bossing everybody around and never listening, or like Stan seemed the type of guy to just take all of it and
just do whatever she said and
not even say anything.
Okay.
He just was miserable the whole time. I'm like, how? Anyway, moral of the story, please be nice. Don't be mean. It's way easier being nice.
Yeah. Well, and Facebook Marketplace people, you just never know what to expect. But then, for instance, today, I had some people come pick something up, and they were so nice. Like, it was a lady and her 2 boys, and they were just super nice, like, wonderful people that I could, like, hang out with. Like, they were that nice. And so, yeah, it's not like Marketplace people are just all bad, but you definitely just don't know what to expect.
Well, yeah, I was shook. Yeah. And I kept saying to Susanna, I'm like, how would you have gotten that cabinet out of there if it was just you and the baby?
I'm so glad you went with her.
Well, I know. And the thing that I was rushing to get done. I was supposed to be done at 12, and then I ended up being done at 12:30. And I'm like rushing. And I almost told Susanna, just go without me, even though she had already come to like pick me up. I'm like, just go without me. I don't know how long I'm going to be. But then I ended up being done at 12:30, and so then I went with, but it was kind of like I almost didn't go with. So
I'm glad you did, though, that it worked out okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She loves her cabinet. It gives her a lot more space than she thought.
Okay, what is it for? What kind of cabinet?
Okay, so it's 6 feet tall, and I think it's like 2 feet wide.
Like a filing cabinet?
No, it's like a bookshelf with doors. That's how I would describe it. But not as narrow as a bookshelf. Like, it's 2 feet wide. So it's gonna go outside of her pantry. Okay. Or it went outside of her pantry. Yeah. And she had mentioned that it gave her way more storage than she thought.
Okay.
So she can organize some of her pantry, like her appliances, like her air fryer and things like that, and some of Nolan's toys to rotate.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be so nice. She'd wanted something to put there for so long, so that's perfect. She finally found something. Good old Marketplace to the rescue. Well, never lets you down. Sometimes, but
it does let you down sometimes, but not always, and that's good. But yeah. Another thing that happened is we had our first soccer practice on Tuesday.
Yes. Were you sore at all the next day?
Not too sore. I think like my hips were.
Okay.
So like just my hips, and then I did get kicked in the foot.
And got a big bruise.
And a big bruise, and it was swollen, and it's still a little bit swollen, but I'm better now. I was sort of limping around a little bit yesterday morning.
Okay.
When I had been laying all night and,
Yeah.
But what about you? Were you sore at all?
No, I wasn't sore at all, because I'm used to running and stuff, like with the kids at school and just everything, but
and you work out regularly too.
Kind of regularly.
Well, once a week is regularly.
Yeah.
Compared to some people, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, some people don't work out at all.
That's true. And that's why, like if you
have no physical activities.
Right.
And keep it in trouble.
Yeah. My knee, though, was, like, it didn't hurt that much after soccer practice, but then yesterday, I sat for a while, like, at a Bible study, and then I got up, and my knee was so stiff.
Oh, no.
I guess I should explain, because I injured it, like, a couple days before, and or twisted it. Yeah, anyways, so it hurt a bit during practice, and then after it wasn't too bad, but then the next day it was just so stiff. Oh, and then squatting like down between like beside kids' desks, like they're short, right? So I always squat down to like look at their stuff. I'm like, ow, ow, ow. And then I'm like trying to stand up, and it's just so painful. And they're all like looking at me like I'm 60 years old, and that's what I felt like. I felt like this ancient woman like creaking up. I'm like, it's so painful.
It's too early for this.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it'll get better eventually, hopefully.
Yeah. I think that my foot was hurting a little bit more because I was standing all day at work yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the swelling didn't have a chance to like relax. Maybe.
Yeah, you couldn't put your feet up or anything to.
Well, I was like, I sat down for a little bit, but not really. Like, it's
Mhm.
mostly on your feet.
And even sitting though, that doesn't help. That doesn't help your swelling. You pretty much have to put your foot up.
Yep, exactly. And I just couldn't do that. At
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
so.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the next soccer practice. Are you?
Yes.
Are you like just as nervous as you were this last time?
No, I think if we get some practicing in on Sunday,
Mhm.
like some shooting.
Yeah.
Is that
just
what
some
you could
practice
call? I don't know.
kicking.
Just kicking and keeping my foot. The one lady, she was saying that I needed to keep my foot stiff.
Like
Is
your
that-
ankle stiff.
My ankle, yeah. In like a, I don't know how to.
Like in a 90-degree angle?
Like
Are you
just
trying to say? Oh yeah, just keeping it straight and stiff.
90-degree angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. My brain wasn't.
It's hard to keep track of all those parts because you're trying to
I
run up to the ball
know.
correctly and then kick it correctly.
And the thing is, the other
hard.
activities that we were doing, like passing to each other with
Mhm.
your left foot and your right foot, that was fine. Like I wasn't horrible at that. And then when we were like kicking at the net, I'm like, I am horrible at
Mhm.
this. But
I
haven't played soccer in years, so I feel like with a little bit of practice, I will.
Oh yeah, you'll do good.
Hopefully, I won't be the worst.
Oh no,
one there.
No, I don't think so at all. You'll catch on really quick. I know you will. And you're good at running, and you have endurance. And so,
Thank you.
yeah. Do you think you're gonna be like outfield? You want to be like or mid or?
I am nervous if I would be like outfield or like forward.
Yeah.
I remember in school, like I would mostly be defense.
Okay.
But I think that was just because I was the only girl there, and they had to put me somewhere.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I like defense. I've always like in hockey, anything. I'm always defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like.
John's calling me. Hello. Cool. Like I was the only girl, so I feel like defense, like it's not the main. I don't know if they're all important roles, but like the forward has the most
pressure,
I would say.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought being like forward was going to be so much harder than defense, but actually defense, you have a lot of pressure on you too.
That's true. So I'm scared of the position.
Either position.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious where they're going to put me.
Yeah.
Do I have to choose it? Because I don't want to choose.
Well, if you don't want to choose, then they'll put you wherever you like. We need more people.
Okay.
And also, I would be fine with being forward too if you would prefer defense.
Well, see, I don't know. I haven't played soccer in a long time. I would have to play at a couple. But yeah, I think the girls are really nice so far. And it's cool mingling again with people. I haven't mingled with a lot of people for a while.
Yeah. Did you know anybody on the team besides Heidi and myself?
Just
okay.
I didn't know anybody else. I feel like everyone's a little older than me.
Yeah, most of them like they're
older than me too.
She's like my age, so not that much older.
A year older, yeah.
What about you? Do you know a lot of people? I do from last year.
Oh,
and then there was a few that went to school like with Peter and Heidi and them like again. Yeah. Anyway, so then I kind of knew about them. Seen them before. And I want to mention another name. The girl that's training me, Susanna, went to school with her in grade 9 at McGregor School. Oh, really? Yeah. That's kind of cool. I'll just show you her name, and then maybe you know her, or you wouldn't know her. I know you mentioned her name to me before. Oh, do you remember her? I would have to see her. So yeah. Anyway, she's a really great trainer. Okay. For work, this is going back to work. But but yeah, like for work training, she's really great. And then she's like Susanna's age, but. Yeah, I was gonna say it's good to mingle and to talk to people again. Yeah, that's good. Get to know new people, and get out of your comfort zone. Like you always just feel so good about that. Yeah, I haven't been out of my I've been out of my comfort zone recently, but not like that much. It's good to be nervous sometimes and just push yourself. Which that's the funny thing. I haven't even been that nervous. Were you nervous about? Okay, like the first day. Yeah, but the girl that's training me, she's so nice that I'm like I have nothing to be nervous about. No, and I was jittery today a little bit and yesterday, but
I was by myself most of the day yesterday and
Okay.
almost all day today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel pretty comfortable with that now since you've had a couple days of being by
It
yourself?
depends. I still haven't made everything on the menu,
Okay.
which will probably come next week. But
Yeah.
like making eggs, and that's something that I'm not very good at. I have to learn how to. What is it called? It's like you put it in a pan with water, and then there's like little holes, not holes, divots in the.
Is it like a deviled egg?
Yeah, is it a deviled egg? Is that what it's
A
called?
poached egg.
Poached egg.
Yeah, that's the one. I
Yeah.
never make those.
I know, I've never made one. I've also never made an over easy egg.
Oh.
I've never made a like over hard egg.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Just fry the crap out of it.
Well, okay, so she was kind of telling me the times of it all, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll never remember this in one go, but yeah, like for the wraps, for the breakfast wraps, there's scrambled eggs. I know how to make scrambled eggs, and I take care of a lot of the prep food for the evening shift and weekends.
Okay.
So like today, I prepped a bunch of subs. I prepped a bunch of chicken and potato wedges,
Mhm.
and made sure everything was cleaned and stocked and everything. But I really didn't make a lot of food today at all. I literally had like 10 customers.
Okay.
I can't even say that was 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think it was 10 people that came in today.
Okay.
So, actually, I don't know. They have some alcoholic beverages there, like mixed cocktails,
Okay.
which are super fun, like 7-Up, Gatorade, and like a vodka. Even doing like there's one, it's a purple Gatorade drink.
Okay. Oh, that'd be so pretty.
I know, and it has 7-Up and Gatorade. How good would that? Like,
That'd be
just
so
put 7-Up
good.
and Gatorade.
Yeah, that would
I
be
want to
good.
try that for the summer, like
Yeah.
hydrating and a little bit of fizz.
That's where you need one of those like fizz machines so you can just put fizz into
Oh,
anything.
like the Soda Stream.
Yeah, I totally forgot what they were called.
Yeah.
Those things would be so nice. You can just put fizz into anything because there's something about the fizz, like
Yeah.
a hot day and then a cold fizzy
Fizzy
drink
drink.
just hits the
Mhm.
spot.
Yeah.
But then to not always be drinking pop.
Oh, and pop is so bad for you. So.
Yeah.
Which leads us nicely into the topic of today's episode,
Yeah.
which would be just physical health and
Yep.
beyond. We were looking at some stats, and like the stats show that a 15-minute walk can reduce your stress by 15%, and
Yeah.
then it also reduces
Risk of heart
Heart
disease
by
by 43%.
43%.
We remembered.
That was really interesting stat. Like a 15-minute walk is really not that much. It takes me 10 minutes to walk to work.
Yeah, so that's not very far
Nope.
of a walk.
No, it is not. And it increases your mood by 34%?
Something like that.
32%? But yeah, I thought that was really interesting because I think going on a walk, there's many different things that would make it so good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin D, or even just fresh air. If it's a cloudy day and there's no sun out or anything like that, I think that would be really good.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong by
Yeah.
going for a walk.
No.
It's going to help you in some way or another.
Absolutely. The other day, I don't know if you are going to remember the story that I'm going to say. We went to your mom's house and we had an egg salad sandwich with soup, which was delicious. So, so good. The eggs were not sitting right in my stomach. I was having indigestion. We went for a very, very brisk, maybe like 20-minute walk.
At the most, yeah.
Yeah, and the indigestion, like it was hurting, and it stopped.
Really?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Like 10 minutes into the walk, I'm like, my stomach is not hurting anymore. And I did not want to go on that walk because I was hurting. I wanted to curl up in a ball.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really cool how a little bit of indigestion can be fixed by a literal 20-minute walk.
Yeah. And I think I suggested that we should go for a walk.
You did.
Because
yeah.
There's this one girl I follow on Instagram who they always go for walks after their meals because it helps with blood sugar, it helps with digesting your food. And I was like, oh, yeah, it totally does. Like going for a walk just helps so many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, just getting steps in. Like the other day,
Yeah.
I got 15,000 steps just from work and doing, like, going to work and then
yard work.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I haven't gotten 15,000 steps in a long time.
It
finally came out.
Okay, yay.
Yay. Sorry.
But I felt so good. Like, I was exhausted at the end of that day, though.
Hold on. I'm going to check how many steps I got yesterday because I was tired. I got 10,000 steps today.
Oh, nice.
That's the first. The last time I got 10,000 steps was Sunday, what were we doing? Oh, golfing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And you walked the course.
The whole course with a bag full of clubs, which is not easy. But yeah, 10,000 steps, which some people do 25,000 steps a day. But yeah, yesterday I got a little bit less. Anyway, my point was I was really tired at the end of the day too.
Mm-hmm.
After the shower, I was like, oh, I just want to sleep.
How many is the most steps you've gotten a day? Or do you not remember?
I remember there was one day I was walking for 10 hours straight, I think. Was it 34,000? Or like 64? That sounds really crazy. 64,000
No,
steps?
I have got 60,000 steps in a day.
Because
I was walking literally all day.
I don't remember what we were doing, but it was like 60,000 steps.
Okay.
And
But I mean, you used to do yard, like that was doing yard
lawn
work.
care.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I might have been on a mower at some point, so I don't know if the movement of
That
the
and
zero turn.
the like bumps. My
Yeah.
watch is always like, you're working out when I'm mowing the lawn because it just our lawn is so bumpy. So I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, just getting those steps in. Oh,
But
it's funny.
I was walking most of the day, and I think I remember it was like 60 or 70,000 steps. It was
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
And so you got 60,000 steps.
In Mexico, one time, because we like walked to the town, which was further than we thought it was, and then we walked around the entire time. Like it was fun.
Oh
because we
yeah.
had all day.
Yeah.
And then we walked all the shops, and we walked and we walked, and then we
That's so
walked all the way
fun.
back, and it took us like we were gone, I think, all afternoon.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a lot of walking.
Yeah.
It felt good. But yeah, at the end of the day, I had over 60,000 steps. I think it was like
Crazy.
62.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very tired, and like the front of my legs hurt. It was so weird. It wasn't like my muscles, it was the front of my
I know
leg.
exactly. If I don't warm up correctly on a run, or like just randomly sometimes when I did something I don't usually do, when I'm like walking, running, whatever, my shins will hurt. But like mostly when I run. So I think, is that not shin splints? Shin with a shin, like when you get shin splints, I can't say it. When you run, like runners get
Okay.
do you know what I'm
I
saying?
know I don't. I
No?
actually have never really looked
because
into that.
because it is a thing.
Okay.
It is a thing, but I might be quoting it incorrectly. So don't
yeah,
take it.
I can't help you with that one. I'm
Nope.
not sure. I've never heard of that.
So yeah, anyway, you're supposed to like warm up correctly and warm up all your muscles. So
Okay.
I think it comes from, or just you did a lot of steps.
Yeah.
But yeah,
something's gonna be sore from doing that many steps.
well, yeah, I just remember my feet always, I had big heavy steel toes on every day for lawn care, because if a rock hits you and you're wearing runners
And you're
excuse me, I'm sorry. My water's empty. But anyway, yeah, if a rock hits you or something, then you're going to be in pain.
Yeah.
So you have to wear steel toes. And there's different machines, like a dethatching machine. It literally has like short knives that go into the dirt to get the grass out. And you're driving it. If it hits a rock, it's flying at your steel toe boot. And I've had it where it was like hit just the leather part of the boot, and I'm like, ouch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just good to be safe. And also you're working with equipment and stuff. So
Yeah.
if something were to drive over your foot or drop something on your foot, like
yeah,
it's just a good idea to be wearing steel toes.
exactly. So what are you all doing to like stay physically active and stuff like that?
Well, in the summer, I don't have to worry about even trying because just taking care of this yard pretty much by myself because Peter's working so much. That alone, like, just
Keeps you
I'm
active.
using every single muscle of my body every day.
Yep.
And so, yeah. So right now I don't really have any goals. I wouldn't say like if I have time, I'll go for a walk, but I also don't make myself because I get a lot of exercise in without it. But in the winter, I definitely tried to work out at least 3 times a week, and then play outside with the dog for a while, like run around with him and just get a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
It just feels so good, and I just know that I feel so much better when I exercise.
Right.
Like I cannot sit on the couch all day. I feel so gross.
I agree with that. Now working, I walk to work, and then at work I'm walking around pretty much all day. And I'm carrying dishes and I'm prepping food and stuff like that. I find that my stomach is like, if you know me in person, you know that my stomach and my gut is not working correctly.
Yeah.
So I'm working on trying to make that, like, improving that. So yeah, walking more is really, really beneficial for my digestion and my gut health. And what I've been doing is I've been eating a big snack plate full of fruits and veggies, mostly veggies. Because I don't want too much sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
Fruit has a lot of sugar. It's a natural sugar, but it's still sugar.
Yep. So I do like an apple, carrots, broccoli, and boiled egg with I'll do radishes and like a sausage of some kind. I'll do cottage cheese and mustard dip, and I'll just eat that as my breakfast / lunch, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, and my main focus is to eat high protein, like whole foods, I guess, like just things that are not processed, like
Mhm.
ultra processed, I think, for my gut health. And that is leading me to being more physically active too, because now I feel better, so I want to actually go and walk. Does
Yes,
that make sense?
that makes a big difference because
Yeah.
if you're eating bad all day, then you feel gross, so you're for sure not gonna have motivation to go out for a walk,
Yep.
and you're gonna just feel tired and sluggish and the brain fog, all of that just
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. So I like this is the first week that I've actually committed to healing my gut a little bit more. I think I can call
Okay.
it that because I'm not trying to lose weight and I'm not trying to be skinnier or like do anything. I'm literally just trying to feel better. I just like having a stomach ache every day.
Mhm.
I like at the end of the day, I don't want to go to bed and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've done that every day for the last like 2 years probably.
Oh wow, that gets so old.
And it's so frustrating. I don't ever feel good. And then also like when you put yourself together and you put an outfit on and you're bloated, it ruins the whole entire thing.
And then you just feel,
Like
yeah,
you just
especially
feel
jeans,
ugh.
any kind of jeans just
Yeah.
don't work.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's just
I'm
very
wearing these yoga
frustrating.
pants today and I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Just give
I
your
can
stomach a
breathe.
breather.
Yeah. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I am trying to not eat as much sugar as well
Okay.
for my gut health. And I think that um that's healthy for anyone,
Yeah.
eating a little bit less sugar. And it also depends what kind of sugar, because the processed sugar is bad ish, can be bad if you're not eating it in moderation.
Like
But
we need sugar, just not
oh
too
yeah,
much.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't think we need as much sugar as what I'm addicted to.
Oh, it's crazy though when you start cutting out sugar. Like I cut out sugar just for a couple days and I was shaking because
Yep.
it was that bad.
Well, yeah, I haven't cut out sugar to that point, but I
But you
want to.
can't cut it out entirely. Like I tried that for a couple months and then I just started fainting. All
Oh,
the time I just faint. Just out of nowhere I come in from chores and faint. And
that's not very
yeah,
good at
no.
all.
No, so I definitely discovered that your body does need sugar. So I've never
It's
went
just it
like completely.
limited.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I'll have my natural sugar, my apples and
Mhm.
my melon and whatever else.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a coffee, which
Unnatural sugar.
a natural sugar, and it's a lot of sugar. But
Yeah.
if I'm having one coffee a day, and that's the only sweet like sugary stuff I'm having, I don't think
That's
that's the
not that
worst
bad.
thing.
No.
But yeah, I feel quite a bit better already this week, and I I I can't say that I lost weight because I think it was just my gut being so inflamed, and now like the scale number did go down, but it also is not about that. So if anyone is wondering what debloating, I don't know if I'm not doing anything like official
Mhm.
because I'm not cutting anything specifically out. I'm just eating more veggies.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did like the last couple weeks. I just felt super bloated and I
Mm,
was just too stubborn to do anything about it because I know if I just go eat fruits and vegetables for a few days
and
in a row
meat.
or yeah, and meat,
Yep.
then I'm going to not be bloated anymore, but I'm just sometimes too stubborn
I know.
to
And
fix it.
I was pretty stubborn. I've been stubborn for the longest time. I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna stop eating this and this and that. And oh, I forgot to say, I'm also not eating a lot of bread
Okay.
or like gluten products.
Yep.
Like I try to limit that because I know that that flares up my gut
Mhm.
or like my stomach, indigestion, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. What's your
So
hardest thing to cut out though?
sugar.
Sugar.
Bread is honestly not that hard. I did
Okay.
almost all of last summer. I didn't even eat that much bread. So.
Okay.
Like bread is just something you get in the habit of eating bread in the morning for your breakfast, but then sugar is something you've been addicted to for your whole entire life.
Well, and especially the way you grew up too, like you always had pop and things like
Oh,
that.
every single day, every
Yeah.
meal of the day. I don't think I drank water until I was regularly every day until I was like 15.
That's crazy.
Which like no, I drank water when I was like in school and stuff. I had my water
Okay.
bottle, but it's still for dinner having pop and like in the evening as a night snack having a pop, like that's way too much pop.
I just, when I got to know your family, I just couldn't believe it because my mom was like, if we had pop once a month, Like, that was enough. That was plenty.
Well, I would agree with that.
yeah.
I don't think it's good for you, for anyone, to have that much pop. It's okay to have pop.
Yeah.
It's just, again, moderation and like not too much. You gotta also,
And it's not just for like your body. Yeah, it's part of your body. Your teeth. Like, your teeth suffer so much. Like, your whole family has bad teeth, and I'm pretty sure it's because of how
that,
much
and then also teeth genetics, like
are
genetic,
great.
like teeth. If your parents both had great teeth, you're most likely gonna have great teeth.
Right.
It's a genetic thing too.
Yeah, it is.
But then adding on the sugar that stays in your mouth.
Yeah, put the baby to bed with a bottle full of like strawberry milk or something that's
Ew,
or pop.
Ew. Stop. Ew. But yes, I'm not bashing my family. I'm just saying that it was not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
But it's how they grew up. And so they didn't really know any different. So it's up to us to change our generation.
Exactly.
Those
And
things that
I
they
think
do.
that's really easy to change.
Yeah.
You just don't buy it.
Yeah.
It stays at the store. Or even if you do buy it, again, moderation. Like,
exactly.
we have water.
Yeah.
In the tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
So yeah, moral of the story is that do things. How do I want to word this? Actually, I have to think about it. If you know what you need to do, just do it. And if
to make you feel better.
To make you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been collecting information about gut health and stuff for years and years and years, right? Like, the internet is full of stuff that you can do for your gut health. And yeah, I feel a lot better just changing like a couple things in my life.
Mm-hmm. And you can do all the research, but you have to take action and actually do it too, or else it's not going to help you anything.
Yeah, what I was going to say, actually, I was also doing one more thing.
Okay.
It's the bot kombucha, okay? I know I don't know anybody. I don't know how to make kombucha.
Yeah, I don't either. It's gross. It's the big mushrooms in there. What? Gross.
But anyway, I bought kombucha, and I drink some water first.
Okay.
And then I'll have a cup of kombucha and then eat my breakfast.
Yep. And that you think that's helping too?
I do. I think that I'm automatically just, everything is functioning a little bit better, like the probiotics and the vitamins in there.
Yeah, well, probiotics are so good for your gut.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'm so glad that it's helping you and you're feeling better. And
at least, like, before I was 10 out of 10, always having a stomach ache. Now it's like 6.5 all the time. Like,
okay,
it's better.
Yep.
You know, like, I'm not going to bed
feeling like a hippo.
Yeah.
But it also will take time.
And I can't say that I will always be good at it. I'm sure weekends like this. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I know that we're going out for dinner.
Yeah.
But I mean, a steak dinner with fries, that's not the worst thing.
No.
But I'm definitely having a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, you do that. It's your birthday. It's okay.
I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in over a week.
Oh, wow. You're doing good.
It's so good for me.
But I'm glad. It's those small accomplishments, and then you feel good about yourself too.
Yeah, and I know you've been doing great too. So.
Have I?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, you've been physically active.
Yeah, okay. But
you were doing yard work. You cut the grass.
Yeah. No, I have been doing pretty good this week.
Yeah. And the weather is getting nicer, so it's easier to be better.
It definitely helps. I just find it hard, like, when Peter's not home for suppers, then I'm not as intentional about making good food. Yeah. And so, like, yesterday I just had Mr. Noodles because I didn't feel like cooking. That's not so very
understandable.
Nutritious either. So I need to at least make myself some kind of meat to have in the fridge that I can just eat. At least
I made chicken meatballs the other day.
And
they were so good. You have to make them.
Do you just shred chicken?
Yep. Yeah.
How do you shred it?
And I used my
I guess
bullet.
Okay, a blender, obviously.
It was like sort of still a little bit frozen, and I had to do like the perfect amount in the blender.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked, and then you add your seasonings, a little bit of flour, and some breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Or cracker crumbs, whatever you want.
I've often heard of it, and it sounds so good. I'm just
parsley flakes too.
Stubborn to use chicken because it's so expensive.
Oh, yeah. You need to get your own meat chicken.
I know. I hate butchering chickens, though. That is one thing. If I will do anything, but I would sooner see a snake than butcher chickens.
Oh, wow.
So
that's big.
Yep. But anyways, we're like going so off topic and so sidetracked.
It's okay.
Yeah, hopefully you learned something today about healthy lifestyles a little bit. If you have any questions, ask us about our experience. We don't have a ton of it. But
No, so and another thing I want to say is that we are not stay-at-home wives. We're
Not
working
really.
wives, but like we do not have kids.
Right.
We make food for me or us and our husbands, and like our lives are busy, but they're not that busy. Like I don't think you can ever be too busy to have some vegetables in your diet, right?
No.
And like if you
Yeah.
take out those, I don't know, packaged bear paws and buy some veggies, I'm pretty sure like veggies are not very expensive.
No, especially when you get them on sale. And
Well, like a
the-
big bag of carrots is not even $4,
Yeah.
$5. Like, and that's a lot of carrots.
yeah,
I will have carrots for 3 weeks.
yeah. It literally, and like junk food has gotten so expensive too.
Oh.
And you pay taxes on it, and you don't pay taxes on veggies. So eat some veggies.
Yeah, so that's our credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up the episode here.
Yep.
It was
Hope you
nice.
enjoyed it and have a great rest of your day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know if we're supposed to look at the camera.
Bye.